Happy Sunday, y'all. Born Zero, the homeless Hokage, Clean 15, and we have Boruto episode 250 now off the rip. Because I remember looking at this preview last week and kind of being like, I don't know what we're going to do. It feels as if we might enter something that's going to put me to sleep or hit the fifth, like the plus 15, the plus 5 second button at the bottom of the screen. But dog, this was real. I fucked with this episode heavy. Yes, we are past 15 seconds, so we straight. But I fucked with this episode heavy. It reminded me a bit of, I want to say it was a tuning exam arc where we got into Tsubaki and her backstory and how the episode, the anime itself, felt as if we were watching a different show, but in a good way, because we are in the Funado clan culture. Like, it wasn't so shinobi-ish. It was just like, oh shit. And I was literally watching the damn screen glued to the shit because I don't want to give too much heavy spoilers if you haven't watched Attack on Titan, but it felt as if we stepped into the other side of things and we didn't necessarily see a certain group of people as villains, right? It was like, it's just their way of life, especially when we got the kid who now wants to, like we seen him in last episode, the kid who tried to kill Boruto. Like, him just growing up in that environment, the things he says, it just seems natural. So you can't really fault him for one being in a clan of pirates, because it's just like his way of life. Like, his mom is pretty much raising him in this style of life, and it just seems natural to him. Like, we gotta fight for what is ours. We gotta do what we gotta do. And honestly, like, let's say we had no idea about the Naruto universe in general. We just started the show and began with the Funado clan. We would probably view the opposition as, guys, we gotta clap up, right? We gotta clap up Boruto. We gotta clap up that nigga Kawaki. Well, fuck him, dog. Clap up Kagura. We'd be like, on our side, we'd be cheering, and we might even cry for Sidon or whoever else got packed up. Oh, what's his name? Lost his father, Funamashi, right? But that's what I really enjoyed about this episode. It was like almost like taking a day off from Boruto, but while enjoying Boruto, because it, like, they really did a good job bringing you into that world. Let me just throw this out there, bruh. Minamo, bad as fuck. Like, every now and then we'll get an anime exclusive arc where they just throw in some dime bitches, right? Like, remember when we had that scientist who was working with, what's his fucking name, Victor, the little black shorty? Like, they be throwing them in there. So, you know, Orochimaru had to clap her shit, but it is what it is, right? So every now and then we do get some baddies. And then finally, what I really enjoyed about this is we got to watch Ikada, I believe that's his name. But like, at the beginning of this episode, you could still see he had that pure heart. He was still kind-hearted. He had his doodle of his boat in the beginning of the episode. And when I seen that, I was like, okay, cool. Like, he's still that dude. He's not broken. His spirit is not broken yet. But then we begin to see like the familiar pressure, the pressure on him, and just the backstory of his mother really sacrificing her life to save him because he is supposed to be the chosen one. That just adds a bunch of weight on his shoulder. And then we got shades of Kawaki. We got his father putting the beatums on him. Like that, I literally thought of Kawaki. Like, this is like a mixture of Kawaki and Boruto's childhoods combined into one, where you have like this father who's in a high up position. He's leading this clan of people. They all look up to him, and you happen to be his son, the chosen one at that, right? And you're kind of like not really feeling it. You're like, dog, fuck this. I just want to build boats. I just, fuck all this kung fu, whatever the hell you got me doing, jumping in the ocean. Like, I ain't with that shit. And not only that, you see like his sibling kind of push him to the edge. Like, you're the reason why Sidon is even in this condition. She, you got her clapped up essentially. And then like the last words, he kind of has to lie to his own sister just so she could die in peace. But the father, she's never going to die in peace unless you do your mission. And her last words before dying, her saying, I always believed in you, similar to the mother. So now it's like another death on his conscience. Like, damn, I gotta do something. I gotta be something. We see him go from like that kind spirit to the end of the episode, ripping his dreams apart. Like, fuck building these boats. I gotta, represent for my sister, my mom. It was crazy hearing him say like, "Yo, fuck my mom. I never even met her." That was wild. Like that was fucking wild. Like when he said that shit from the perspective of his father, I understand why he got upset. Like, how could you even say that? I don't know. You know, you throwing full on blows and throwing hands like a full on like left hook at your son is a little bit crazy. But that shit was like wild just to hear Ikeda say, because it kind of did sound like ungrateful. Like, dog, she fucking died for you, dog. But just to see him go from pure spirit, you know, lighthearted, essentially like a diet Boruto, to evil. Like he's entered the dark side. His powers have unlocked, and he has a new little form, which, you know, I fuck with. You know, he's ready to go out there. He's ready to avenge himself. And this was also like a backstory episode to some of the events that happened yesterday. So like when they said Funamashi had died, the episode where we seen that fight, I was like, yo, dog, he didn't even die. Like, what are they talking about? So this all makes it make sense. Like, this is like before Boruto happened to go and kill that kid. It's all like a simultaneous slash preview to all those events. So, you know, they cleaned that up. But overall, dope episode. Was not expecting to really like it at all. I was just kind of like, all right, let's just thug this shit out. Let's muscle through it. But solid shit, bruh. And the fact that the brother wants to bring peace. His plan is to, you know, make a treaty with the hidden Mist village. But we all know that ain't gonna happen. We gotta see a motherfucking climax. We gotta see these niggas throw them hands. Now Ikada has opened his inner power. And we'll see where this shit goes from here. You know, family issues and all that. Damn near, he almost packed up his dad. Big bruh, don't know his fucking name, but Big bruh was gonna shank his own dad. So this was dope. This was a dope episode, but that's all I got for y'all. Born Zero, Clean 15, Homo Kage. Thank y'all. Peace.